Our goal at Hewlett Packard Enterprise is to provide customers with all the infrastructure and services they need to have a fully managed and operational environment to support any apps or workloads wherever they may reside. Particularly, I am on the cloud side of the business, which we refer to as HPE GreenLake. With HPE GreenLake, customers only pay for what they use, regardless of where the application or the workload may reside, regardless of what hardware they utilize to manage or run that workload. We have to take a tailored approach for every opportunity to provide the customer with what they need and make sure that they only pay for what they use. There's not going to be excess capacity sitting on site, not being utilized. Customers don't want to pay and over-provision for extra utilization that's not being taken advantage of. So that's the beauty of HPE GreenLake, is it provides them with that cloud-like experience with the hardware that remains on-prem with all those benefits that are tagged along with it.
I think the next evolution is, what are we doing at the edge and how do we manage that data and bring that into an ecosystem that can provide more value? Because the data sets that we're looking at today are going to grow exponentially and they're going to become a big asset of our customers. So for us to be able to help our customers leverage that, secure it, make sure that it's compliant with all the various HIPAA, other regulations around personal information is going to be critical. And I think we've made the right acquisitions to continue to go down that road and actually grow, the safety of your data environment while still providing all the enterprise level services you're used to.
It turns out there's a very difficult problem out there in the industry, which is how do you solve these problems effectively, even once you know about them? And so monitoring is really there to help you detect that problem as fast as possible. But monitoring then just triggers a response that you need to actually fix this problem. For most companies, this is a very inefficient process, and what OpsRamp is trying to do is actually make this process much more efficient. We do this using event management, where we actually look at the alert stream to recognize patterns that have occurred before so that we can predict and recommend a solution for how you fix them. And then we also have a solution in place to automate that response, whether it's a script or a playbook that you've already written, or whether you want to write that directly into OpsRamp. The idea is that it creates a feedback loop, and that feedback loop says, have I seen this problem before? And if so, here's how to fix it. If I haven't seen that problem before, then I'm going to route it to somebody who's going to analyze that problem and come up with a solution for it. As always, the speed of technology is rapidly increasing, and it's very, very difficult to keep up with that with a manual effort or a human effort. You have to rely on AI, you have to rely on machine learning. And I think that as we see this complexity increase out in the market, we will see that OpsRamp has a huge benefit to those companies in terms of expediting that response, which minimizes your downtime, which saves you a bunch of money, and of course gives your customers a much better experience.